Good morning and Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to discuss the two constitutions of the Philippines, which is the 1973 and 1987 Constitution of the Philippines. So first is we have the 1973 Constitution of the Philippines, which is also known as the Constitution of the New Society. So this title reflects the regime's focus on societal reforms in changes during the martial law period under President Ferdinand Marcos. So, tinawag siya ng Constitution of the New Society because during this time, gusto mabaon ni Ferdinand Marcos yung mga society issues sa bansa. And also, gusto din niya na mabigyan ng solusyon kung paano mawala yung martial law during this period. So, ginawa niya itong Philippine Constitution. So, the Philippine Constitutional Plebiscite of 1973 is na-ratify ni President Marcos or na-approve ni Ferdinand Marcos noong January 17, 1973 by issuing a proclamation, which is yung Proclamation number 1102. So, the 1973 Constitution was promulgated during the presidency of Ferdinand Marcos. The 1973 Constitution was adopted amid martial law. So, yung 1973 Constitution daw is ginawa siya during or in the middle of the martial law. So, it aimed to legitimize Marcos' rule and create a framework for a parliamentary system, transitioning from the previous 1935 Constitution. So, ang aim daw ng 1973 Constitution is ma-legitimize yung pamumuno ni Marcos at saka gagawa daw sila ng isang parliamentary system. So, yung parliamentary system, it composes of the President, the Prime Minister, and the representatives of each district. So, sa ngayon, in the present, yan yung tinatawag natin na Congress. So, it is composed of a preamble and 17 articles, provides for the shift from presidential parliamentary system government. So, yun na nga. From presidential to parliamentary system. Kasi itong si parliamentary system, sila yung may hawak ng legislative power. So, sila yung nag-apply at saka nag-define ng laws sa bansa. So, the objectives of the 1973 Constitution is, to establish a framework for the parliamentary government, to consolidate power and authority within the executive branch. So, gusto daw nila magkaisa yung power ng legislative and the executive branch. Another objective is to address issues of national security and governance during a period of political turmoil. So, since it is martial law, so parang hindi masyadong organized saka in chaos yung bansa during this time. So, gustong ma-address ni Ferdinand Marcos yung mga issues sa bansa by using this constitution. So, next is we have the 1973 Philippine Constitution Preamble. So, ito yung preamble ng 1973 Constitution. So, we, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of divine providence, in order to establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the general welfare, conserve and develop the patrimony of our nation, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of democracy under the regime of justice, peace, liberty, and equality, and do ordain and promulgate this Constitution. Dito sa 1973 Philippine Constitution Preamble, sabi dito, by imploring the aid of divine providence, which is si God, makaka-establish na yung Philippines ng isang government na mag-embody or masusunod yung mga ideals and aspirations ng mga Pilipino. So, gusto din ng preamble na to or this constitution na ma-secure o ma-promote yung general welfare ng mga tao, ma-conserve natin yung patrimony ng ating nation, and in this constitution, sinabi pa dito na secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of democracy under the regime of justice, peace, liberty, and equality.
So first is we have the Article 1, which is the national territory. So sa national territory, it talks about the national territory of the Philippines. So kung ano man yung mga water bodies na nakapaloob sa Philippines ay pagmamay-ari ng Philippines. Pati daw yung air, yung atmosphere na nasa loob ng Philippines, pagmamay-ari ng Philippines. So next is the Article 2, which is the Declaration of Principles and State Policies. So dito sa article na to, ang defense or ang security ng bansa ang first duty dito sa article na to. So it is also considered that family is the basic social institution of the Philippines. So next is the Article 3, which is the citizens. So yung citizens daw ng Philippines is kailangan a Filipino is a natural born citizens. So sa natural born citizen is pwedeng hindi na siya kailangan ma-prove ng mga documents or anything. Kailangan pang mag-act para makakuha ng isang document na certified Filipino siya. So another thing is may isa ring, pwede ka ring maging Filipino if you meet the So you can also be a Filipino if, for example, is isa kang foreigner tapos pumunta ka ng Philippines, so gusto mong maging Filipino citizen, so you have to at least reside in the Philippines for a year to be considered a Filipino citizen. So kapag yung isa ring Filipino is nakipag-asawa sa isang foreigner, is pwedeng hindi mawala yung pagiging Filipino citizen niya if gusto niyang ma-renounce yung pagiging Filipino citizen niya. So next is we have the Article 4, which is the Bill of Rights. So dito sa Bill of Rights, sabi dito, lahat ng citizen or lahat ng Filipino citizens should be treated equally. So hindi pwedeng no person should be denied of their life, liberty, and property. So, dito sa Article 4, malayang mamuhay yung mga Pilipino or yung mga citizens sa Philippines. So, next is the Article 5, the duties and obligations of citizens. So, dito sa duties and obligations of citizen, so, yung citizen daw or a Filipino citizen should be loyal to the nation, and honor the Philippine flag, and defend the state or the nation. Yung isang duties pa daw ng isang Filipino citizen is to contribute to the development of the nation. So, next is the Article 6, which is the suffrage. So, sa suffrage naman, yung dito naman is yung karapatan ng mga citizens na bumoto. So, a citizen should be allowed to vote if a citizen has reached 15 to 18 years old and resides in the Philippines for at least 1 year and 6 months. So next article is the Article 7, which is the President and the Vice President. So dito sa article nito, the President daw shall be the head of the state and the Chief Executive of the Philippines. So si President yung may hawak ng executive power. So si Vice President naman, Si Vice President shall have the same qualifications of term of office as the President. So, si Vice President din is pwede rin siyang ma-appoint as a member of the Cabinet. So, si Vice President pwede rin siyang ma-elect or ma-vote the same way as the President. So next article is the Article 8, which is the National Assembly. So dito sa National Assembly, it composes of the President, the Prime Minister, and the Cabinet. So next one is the Article 9, which is the Prime Minister and the Cabinet. Sa article na to is, since itong 1973 Constitution is from presidential power to the parliamentary government. So, ang Prime Minister ang nag-hold ng power sa executive branch, and the Prime Minister shall elect members from different districts to assist the Prime Minister. So next is we have the Article 10, which is the judiciary. So the Supreme Court holds the power of the judicial power. Ang batasang pambansa is sila yung nagde-define ng laws and nag-execute. So next is the Article 11, which is the local government. So the political state of the Philippines composes of the provinces, the cities, municipalities, and the barrios. Next is we have the Article 12, which is the constitutional commissions. So sa 1973 Constitution is we have at least three constitutional commissions. So first is we have Civil Service Commission, Commission on Audit, and Commission on Elections. So sa Article 13 naman is the accountability of public affairs. So dito is yung mga public officers, sila daw yung they hold the highest duty in the nation, and also the authority in the nation, and of course they hold the most or the highest responsibility sa Philippines. So next is we have Article 14, which is the national economy and patrimony of the nation. So in this article, it talks about the fairness or the equality of the citizens when it comes to the economy of the Philippines, especially in private sectors. So next is ang Article 15, which is the general provisions. So dito sa general provisions, it talks about the Philippine flag. So the Philippine flag must be red, blue, white, a sun, and 3 stars according sa article, and must be recognized by law at saka respected ng mga citizens. So sa Article 16 naman is we have the amendments. So, dito sa Article 16 na to is ito yung kumbaga kapag binabago mo yung isang batas. So, dito is kailangan ang pwedeng mag-approve lang sa pagbabago ng isang batas is through the National Assembly. So, before changing a law, kailangan ma-approve muna siya ni National Assembly. So, dito naman is we have the last article, which is the Article 17, which is the transitory provisions. So, dito naman is kung may National Assembly, meron din tayong interim National Assembly. So, dito sa interim National Assembly is compulsory to na isang assembly kasi it composes of the President and the Vice President. So, meron din tayong isang speaker na i-elect para siya yung kumbaga representative ng assembly na to. So, that is all for the 1973 Constitution of the Philippines. So next is the 1987 Constitution, which is also called the Freedom Constitution. So tinawag siyang Freedom Constitution because dito na nagkaroon ng true freedom yung mga Filipino citizens. Kasi kung dati, isang republic ang Philippines, ngayon isa na siyang democratic nation. So, the 1987 Constitution was ratified through a national plebiscite held on February 2, 1987. So, dito na nag-follow yung People Power Revolution kung saan napatalsik na nila si President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. So, after napatalsik si President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., ang naging president na ng Philippines ay si President Corazon Aquino. So, the process involves voters approving the proposed constitution. So, itong 1987, yung process ng 1987 constitution para ma-approve is kailangan bumoto yung mga tao. So, 76% voters approved of this constitution. So, itong constitution na to, the 1987 constitution, it officially took effect on February 11, 1987. So, na-approve siya noong February 2, 1987 and it officially took effect on February 11, 1987. So, this is the preamble of the 1987 Constitution or the Freedom Constitution. So, we, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, and in order to build a just and humane society, and to establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace. Do ordain and promulgate this Constitution. So, as you can observe, may nabago sa Constitution. So dati, yung 1973 Constitution, instead of imploring the divine providence, yung 1987 Constitution naging imploring the aid of Almighty God. So, sa 1973 Constitution, ito lang yung nandoon in order to build and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations. So, sa 1987 Constitution naman is in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations. So, may nadagdag. So, meron pang naiba dito yung secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence and democracy. So, napalitan yung nandun sa 1973. Naging blessings of independence and democracy na siya under the rule of law and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace. So, naiba rin yung na-alter din yung sa 1973 Constitution. So, dati sa 1973 Constitution, nandun lang is a regime of justice, freedom, equality, and peace. Wala doon truth at saka love at saka peace. So, parang maraming nagbago at saka maraming gi-alter 1987 Constitution. So, let us proceed naman to the articles of the 1987 Constitution. So, first is we have the national territory. Of course, pareho lang din siya sa 1973 rather, na Constitution of the Philippines. So, the Philippines is an archipelagic country. So, all of the water bodies at saka yung mga any land or properties na nasa jurisdiction ng Philippines is pagmamay-ari ng Philippines. So, next naman is we have the So next naman is we have the declarations of principles and state policies. So dito is naiba yung rule dito. So dati, the Philippines is a republican state. Ngayon, naging the Philippines is a democratic state. So dito naman, next is the Article 3 which is the Bill of Rights. So sa Bill of Rights, same lang sila sa 1973 Constitution. The citizens of the Philippines shall be treated equally and justly. So next is the citizenship. So sa citizenship, parang parehas din siya sa 1973 Constitution. Next is the suffrage. So dito naman sa suffrage is nung dati, kung sa 1973 Constitution, you are allowed to vote when you are 15 to 18 years old. Ngayon, you are only allowed to vote if you are 18 years old and a 1-year resident of the Philippines, and at least kailangan nakatira ka sa gusto mong botohan for at least 6 months. So the next article is the Legislative Department. So itong Article 6 is composes of the Legislative Department, which itong Legislative Department is composed of the Congress. So the Congress is nandyan si Senate and the House of Representatives. So sa Executive Department naman, kung dati si President at saka si Prime Minister, ngayon si President lang yung may hawak ng executive power. So sa Judicial Department naman, same lang sila sa 1973 Constitution. Ang judiciary power is ang nag-hold dyan is si Supreme Court. So next is si Constitutional Commissions. So dati sa 1973, 3 lang. Ngayon sa 1987 Constitution is naging 4 na. So we have the Commission on Audit, Commission on Elections, Civil Service Commission, and nadagdag si Commission on Human Rights. So sa Article 10 naman is we have the local government. So sa local government is same din sila sa 1973 Constitution, kaso nga lang may nadagdag, si Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. So, dito naman sa Autonomous Regions is, ang may Autonomous Region lang dito is si Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao at saka si Cordillera. So, next naman is yung accountability of public affairs. Same lang po sila sa 1973 Constitution. The public officers has the highest authority and responsibility in the Philippines and to its citizens. So, sa Article 12 naman is ang National Economy and Patrimony. Same lang din sa 1973. When it comes to the economy of the Philippines, every citizens must be fairly treated. In especially sa private sectors. So sa Article 13 naman is ito yung nadagdag, yung social justice and human rights. So dito sa article na to, it talks about the rights of the citizens of the Philippines. And para specific tayo is nandyan si rights in labor, rights sa health ng citizens, rights of women, human rights, of course, the agrarian reform and natural resources rights. And Article 14, we have the education, science and technology, arts, culture, sports, culture and sports. So dito naman is ito yung karapatan ng lahat ng citizens to acquire quality education. Let's proceed naman sa Article 15, which is the family. So the family, kung sa 1973 Constitution, it is the basic institution of the society. So, dito naman sa Article 15 ng 1987 Constitution, it is the family is the foundation of the nation. So, it is also said that marriage is a social institution. Sa Article 16 naman is we have the general provisions. So sa general provisions, same lang din sa 1973 Constitution, although dito sa 1987 Constitution, si Congress pwedeng ibahin niya yung name ng nation, yung Philippine flag, and so on and so forth. So, sa 17 naman is we have the amendments and revisions. Yung pwede lang na bumago sa law is the Congress. So, kailangan rin kung gusto ni Congress na mabago yung isang law na yun, kailangan at least 3/4 of the members of the Congress must agree. So, ang pinaka-last na article naman ng 1987 Constitution is ang transitory provisions. So, dito naman is yung dito naman sa transitory provisions is dito yung election of the first Congress. So, the first election of the members of the Congress under this Constitution, yung election dito sa 1987 Constitution is naganap siya, yung first election is naganap siya on the second Monday of May 1987. So, that is all for the 1987 Constitution, and thank you for watching and listening in this topic.